Oh, I had it hit. What's up guys, Tyler here from JTB Outdoors, and today we're spooling up some reels and I'm just going to show you how I like to do my reels. So without further ado, let's get into it. So what I like to do first is take whatever cheap line you can find for backing. This is a mono from Walmart. I think it's 8-pound mono. We're going to go through the eye hole of the reel, and this Berkeley portable line spooling station makes it a lot easier to do this, especially when you reline your reels 2-3 times a year like I do. So you want to put it through the little hole in the spool of your reel, wind it around once, so that way you can tie just a regular overhand knot in right on top of the spool. And a lot of people will say that it's going to slip or that you're going to lose a fish because you don't tie a proper knot down to the spool, but I will believe it when I see it. This has never failed me, so I'm just going to continue to do it my way. There's a lot of different ways to do this. I'm not saying this is the only right way or that I'm the only right one. Like I said, this is what just works for me. So I tied just a simple double knot on the spool. Then I'm just going to take and trim the tag end really close to the spool without cutting the knot that we just made. Alright, and now that we have that, I'm just gonna reel. Hold your finger on it so it loops around once or twice down on the spool, and then you just reel it up. Then when the mono starts to grab, it'll just spool up. And you want to put backing so that way you don't use all of your nice line all the way down to the spool, because then when you reach the backing, that's all the fishing line you use anyway. So this spool can probably hold 100 yards of line, maybe 150 yards of line. I probably only use 50 to 75 yards of regular fluorocarbon because I'm trying to save money, and this copolymer, I think it is copolymer mono from Walmart, is like $3 for a spool of 500 yards compared to $15 for 250 yards for fluorocarbon. So save money where I can, and you don't want to be fishing too close to the backing anyway, so this kind of helps with that too. Alright, so now that we got a good covering of the copolymer on our reel, what we're going to do is cut the copolymer off, wind it back up onto its own spool, and then we're going to take the fluoro, try to find the tag end of the fluoro. Okay. Then what we're going to do with this, we're going to take actually the copolymer side that we had, let out some more slack. We're just going to tie a loop, so that way after we tie this loop, we can put our fluoro right through it and cinch it on tight. Make sure you have plenty of slack to make it easier on yourself. That way you're not battling the line. Do this slip knot, I just do 2 overhand knots, and then I'm left with a little slip knot like that. And then what you want to do is take your tag end of fluoro, and just slip it right through the slip knot you just created. And then you just want to pull the cinch knot tight onto the fluoro, and then you'll have something. Hope it's focusing. See if I can get the focus on that knot. Put it on the black background. You just have like a little slip knot and then a knot, and then you want to take your fluoro, and no secret, I just do 2 overhand knots. And once again, it's just my personal preference, but this has never failed me, so I'm going to continue to do it this way instead of trying to deal with all the twists and everything like you would tying 2 fisherman's knot together, or like a uni to uni connection. But that's strong enough right there. Now what I'm going to do is find both tag ends and cut them as close to the knot as I can without actually cutting the knot. There's one. And then there's 2. And you just gotta give it a good pull, make sure it's gonna cinch up nice. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. And then you just reel it up. That's why the spooling station makes the world of difference, because you can just set your rod right in it and just spool it up and let the spooling station do all the work for you. Just got to make sure that the line that you're spooling up is directly in front of your reel, so that way when you're spooling on the line doesn't pull like to the left or to the right of the spool, and it spools evenly. And you just spool it on up and just keep cranking the handle until it's all the way full. Alright, so there you see the spool is completely filled all the way up to full capacity, and then all you gotta do is just cut off your tag end fluoro, and there you go. And that's it. That's how I like to spool my reels. Now I'm ready to go catch a fish. Thanks for watching.